offense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
Well, Larry, no snow in the forecast, but the wind is whipping off Lake Erie and into New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie first rider from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Cousins now on second down. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette fighting through. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Leonard Fournette, and boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. In not great starting field position here for the offense.
Flex round, flex round, flex round. Here we go. What?
On the direct snap, this is Gurley. Now it's Sproles. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And first First and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And now the offense operates in the red zone. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Fournette, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go play action. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On third down, Cousins buying time to his left. Looking for White on the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They go play action here on first down. Andrew Billings with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fake. Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin with a run by Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Play fake. Cousins. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now a first down following that long gain. And the back goes into motion. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. halfback sent in motion. Second down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Look at the spin. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. It's Wilson. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And this one will be brought back to the 22. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Morgan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Montgomery a first down and then some. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That good for 19 and a first down. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And now running right through it. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right at the line of scrimmage. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bills send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 15. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Cousins on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Runs over it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Another carry now for Gurley. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Sproles. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, here's Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Defense showing blitz. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Billings in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Play action. It's Wilson. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
You got him. You got him.
try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run. To throw, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Cousins to throw it. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Completes it to Lee. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Montgomery, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. Cousins from the gun on third. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On the run, it's Fournette. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Fournette. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Cousins. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Fournette. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cousins now. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. First down and goal, the offense. Cousins knocking on the door. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Cousins, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Off the play fake, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and
they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing here, Cousins. It's brought in by Kevin White. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Fournette. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And his kick is good. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. Cousins here to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they're operating in the red zone. Cousins to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not. And you get a chance to run up a couple more.